You could be training your forearms for months and still see almost nothing. Not because you're not working hard, but because half the exercises everyone recommends are barely doing anything. Today, I'm ranking 10 of the most common forearm exercises, from the ones wasting your time to the one you should never skip. And a few of these are going to catch you off guard. Hand grippers. These things are everywhere. Gas station, gyms, gift shops, your uncle's car. Feels tough to squeeze, right? But here's the problem. The range of motion is basically zero. You're not loading the muscle through any real distance, so there's almost nothing here for your forearms to grow from. Don't get me wrong, they're good for crushing grip strength, but just because your hand feels tired after doing hundreds of squeezes doesn't mean you're getting the best stimulus for muscle growth. If bigger forearms are the goal, there are much better ways to spend your training time. It's a party trick, not a training tool. Hand grippers land in D tier. But the next exercise does something grippers can't. Farmer carries. Grab 2 heavy dumbbells or a loaded trap bar and just walk. Sounds too simple to work, but your forearms are gripping under real heavy load for a sustained time. And that's exactly the stimulus that builds size and grip endurance together. The weight is constantly trying to pull your hands open, and your forearms have to fight to keep everything locked in place. And the best part? Progressive overload is ridiculously simple. Carry heavier weight, walk farther, or hold on longer. No complicated technique. Just grab something heavy and don't drop it. One of the most underrated forearm builders out there. Farmer carries land in A tier. Rice bucket. You've seen this on every fitness page. Shove your hands in, twist, dig around. Looks brutal on camera, and it is genuinely good for wrist mobility and tendon health. You can move your hands in multiple directions and train motions you don't normally hit with regular weights. But let's be honest, the resistance is light. Past a beginner level, it's just not enough load to keep building size. It's useful as a warm-up or supplement, but if you're expecting a bucket of rice to turn your forearms into tree trunks, you're probably going to be disappointed. Great supplement, not your main forearm builder. Rice bucket training lands in B tier. Wrist curls. Simple, boring, and one of the best forearm exercises that exists. Rest your forearm on a bench, let the bar roll to your fingertips, curl it back up. You're directly loading the flexors through a full range of motion, and you can keep adding weight over time. There's no secret trick here. Control the movement, don't just bounce the weight around, and gradually make the exercise harder. It's easy to track, easy to progress, and directly targets the muscles you're trying to grow. Is it exciting? No. But your forearms don't care how cool an exercise looks on Instagram. No gimmicks. This is just S tier. Reverse wrist curls. Same movement as wrist curls, flipped, palms down instead of up. This one trains the extensors, the muscles on the top of your forearm that most people completely ignore. And that's what makes it so valuable. A lot of people train their grip and flexors, but never directly train the other side. You don't need massive weight here either. Trying to ego lift reverse wrist curls usually turns a simple exercise into a mess. Keep it controlled, use a weight you can actually move properly, and progressively challenge those muscles over time. Direct, controllable, progressive. Reverse wrist curls also land in S tier. Deadlifts. Deadlifts aren't a forearm exercise. Nobody's programming deadlifts for their forearms. But when you're gripping a heavy bar off the floor, your forearms are working isometrically under some of the heaviest load you'll ever lift. So yes, deadlifts can help build a stronger grip and give your forearms plenty of work. But if your only goal is forearm growth, it's not exactly efficient. You're training your legs, back, and entire body just to get some forearm stimulus on the side. Solid side benefit, just an inefficient way to train forearms specifically, since you're doing an entire deadlift to get it. Deadlifts land in C tier. Towel pull-ups. Throw a towel over the bar, grab both ends, and pull. Your grip has to fight to hold on the entire set. Great for grip endurance and forearm size. The towel makes your grip work much harder than a normal pull-up because you don't have a solid bar comfortably sitting in your hand. Your forearms are constantly fighting just to keep you attached to the bar. The catch? It's brutally hard, and most people can't do enough reps yet to really overload the muscle. Solid exercise, tough entry point. Towel pull-ups land in B tier. Hammer curls. Technically an elbow exercise, not a wrist one, but hammer curls hit the brachioradialis, one of the biggest muscles contributing to that thick forearm look people actually want. And if your goal is forearm size, that's important. You can directly build up the wrist muscles all day, but if you want that thick look from the side, the brachioradialis deserves attention too. Hammer curls are also easy to progressively overload, and you can usually use more weight than with smaller wrist isolation exercises. If you care about forearm size specifically, this one earns its spot. Hammer curls land in A tier. Dumbbell wrist circles. Adding a dumbbell makes this feel like more than mobility work, but circular motion under load is awkward, and you genuinely can't add much weight without risking your wrist. That's the biggest problem. How are you supposed to progressively overload it? Add too much weight, and the movement quickly becomes harder to control. It starts looking less like forearm training and more like you're fighting for your life with a dumbbell. Not enough real resistance here for growth. Good warm-up, not a real training exercise. Dumbbell wrist circles land in D tier. And here it is, the best forearm exercise on this entire list, reverse E Z-bar curls. This is reverse wrist curls' bigger brother. Heavier load, a better bar path thanks to the E Z-bar angle, and it hits both your forearm extensors and your brachioradialis in one movement. That's what makes it such a powerful choice for forearm size. You're training multiple important areas at once, while still having a clear way to progressively overload the exercise. Add reps, add weight, and keep getting stronger over time. If you only had time for one forearm exercise, this might be it. Reverse easy bar curls land in S tier. That's the list. 10 exercises, and now you know exactly where to put your effort. Try adding wrist curls, farmer carries, or reverse E Z-bar curls into your next session. Comment which placement surprised you most, and check the grip strength video linked above for more. See you in the next one.